My dear students of 11th class, today in botany we will continue with the morphology of the flowering plants, and we have previously discussed the morphology of root, the stem and the leaves, and we have taken up the flower, and we will continue with the morphology of the flower, and we will discuss the various parts of the flower also. And the flower is the reproductive unit of the plant, as you know that. The flowers are described as hypogynous in terms of their morphology, hypogynous, perigynous and epigynous, based on the position of the calyx, corolla and androecium in respect of the location of the ovary on the thalamus. Now, the flower is said to be hypogynous. When gynoecium occupies highest position, the other parts are situated below the ovary. It is said to be, or the condition is hypogynous condition, and the ovary is said to be superior, as in case of mustard and brinjal. And the second one is the perigynous. Gynoecium is in the center, and other parts are located on the rim of the thalamus. That is at the same level. The ovary is said to be half inferior, as in case of plum rose, peach, etc. And third one is the epigynous condition. The margin of the thalamus grows upwards, enclosing the ovary completely and getting fused with it. The other parts of the flower arise above the ovary, and this condition is said to be the epigynous condition, and the ovary in this case is said to be inferior, as in guava, cucumber. These are the three types of the flower based on the position of the ovary and other parts: the hypogynous, perigynous and epigynous. Now the parts of the flower. The four main parts or words of the flower are calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Number one is the calyx. It is the outermost wall of the flower, and the individual members are called as sepals. Sepals are usually green, leaf-like, and these are meant for the protective purposes, and they protect the flower when it is in bud stage. When sepals are united, the condition is gamosepalous, and when sepals are free, it is called as the polysepalous condition. The second word is the corolla. Corolla is composed of petals which are brightly colored. The bright color of the corolla is meant for attracting the insects for pollination. And when united, the petals, the condition is called as the gamopetalous. And when petals are free, it is polypetalous condition. Now the androecium, composed of stamens, and each stamen, the stamen you must be remembering, it is the male reproductive unit of the plant or rather flower, and it consists of a stalk which is known as filament and has an anther at the tip. This anther is usually bilobed, and each lobe has two chambers, the pollen sacs in which pollen grains are produced. A sterile stamen is called as a staminode. You must be knowing that there are the plants which produce flowers, but the flower in general is not capable of producing seeds, and here the stamen is termed as a staminode. Stamens may be united together or with other parts of the flower. When attached to the petals, the condition is epipetalous, as in brinjal. When attached to perianth, the condition is epiphyllous, as in lily, and when free, it is known as the polyandrous condition, and when united into one bunch, the condition is called as the monoadelphous, as in China rose. When there are two bundles, this condition is diadelphous, as in pea, and when there are more than two bundles, the condition is polyadelphous, as in citrus. And the length of the stamen may vary in certain flowers, as We can see it in mustard and salvia. Thanks.